Mongolia is a landlocked country situated between Russia and China in Northeast Asia. In 1990, we became a full democracy after years of communist rule. In our first democratic election of 1992, 96% of the people showed up. However, since then, we saw a dramatic decline in the electoral process, which was largely driven by the widespread abstention of young and first-time voters who were born after the democracy and never experienced Mongolia's authoritarian past. In 2012 elections, 1 in 3 young voters under the age of 25 showed up to the polls, and in 2016, it was 1 in 2. Why is that a problem? It's because people under the age of 30 make up majority of Mongolia's population, and their absence in the political process means Mongolia's democracy was under threat.
To reverse that declining trend in youth turnout, we conducted a large and quantitative survey and a series of focus group discussions with young voters to learn about their reasons for not voting. We learned that young voters were likely to abstain because they tend to see politics as corrupt and boring, and voting as something only old people do, something that is uncool. They lacked sufficient knowledge about how and to whom to vote. They doubted that their vote can influence the outcome of the election, and they believed that it doesn't matter who is elected.
With the knowledge we gained about the underlying reasons contributing to youth abstention, we launched our Get Out the Vote campaign, Ugloo. The first meaning of the word Ugloo in the Mongolian language is morning. The word also means to cast your ballot when combined with another Mongolian word, sanal, the multiple meaning of which are voice, opinion, and vote. Hence, our campaign reminded the youth that they can bring about a new morning in Mongolia by casting their votes in the 2020 parliamentary elections. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Ugloo was mainly a multi-format social media campaign. We responded to the young people's negative attitudes concerning politics and voting with the social media challenge, which urged them to vote with their del. Del is a traditional Mongolian costume that people usually wear during national holidays or important occasions such as wedding ceremonies. We used a series of high-quality photos of young social media influencers, all dressed in their best del and walking confidently toward the voting booth to send the message that voting is cool and that it is something that young people should be proud of having accomplished. Next, we collaborated with the General Election Commission of Mongolia to provide critical information such as where and how to cast your ballot, who is running in your district, and how to come to an informed voting decision. We described the major differences and similarities between the political parties' election platforms or promises, while also explaining some of the fundamental political ideas and concepts via short and engaging videos. Our social media challenge and all the combined effort ended up mobilizing over 60% of young voters under the age of 25. As a result, the electoral turnout increased by 12% from the last election.